I'm Deacon James Carvajal, the Chief Executive Officer of the Catholic Community Foundation. Since 2015, the Catholic Community Foundation Giving Circle, with the generous support of its members, has awarded more than $1.4 million in support of our shared values of care, community, and life. This year, that spirit of generosity continues as 20 organizations were selected to participate in our Giving Circle Pitch Day. You're about to watch a short pitch from one of those organizations sharing its mission, the work it's doing to serve others, and the financial support needed to continue that work. The Giving Circle exists to bring people together around shared values and a desire to make a lasting difference. We're grateful you're taking this moment to watch, listen, and reflect on the important work being shared.
Thank you very much. First, I want to thank everyone who organized this beautiful event, and I'd like to thank the giving community, the Giving Circle members, and I'd also like to thank all of you who presented tonight. It was very motivating. It was beautiful. I hope that you're all rewarded for this great work you're doing. So I'm going to jump right into our problem. The problem we see it right now is it's three-part. First of all, the size of the community in need, which has been mentioned earlier tonight, has grown. It's doubled since COVID. So we're serving children that are in foster care or other issues that used to be around 25,000 in population. It's now 50,000 and growing. So we're trying to do our best to reach 5,500 annually, and we've been doing it 40 years. So that means we've served about 250,000 children in this valley, and we want to continue to do it at the rates we're doing. The other problem is we're often we are the organization, the community outreach that serves these organizations. They don't have a number 2 or a number 3. So if we can't fund them, it's a problem for them. They are very reliant. We've been with them a long time. We need to continue to support them. The other part is they've had all their federal and state funding cut. So when they could do a little purchasing on their own, that's probably a well that's dried up pretty significantly. Specific stories. Imagine you're a mother at Valleywise. You've just had a brand new baby. You have nothing for this baby. You're being discharged. What are you going to do? You're wrapping your baby up in the sheet that's in the crib provided by the hospital. We're not going to let that happen. We have bags, backpacks that are filled with provisions for mothers, changes of clothes, blankets, diapers, everything you would need to get going, at least to supply a week of clothing for these children, and more than that for clothing, but diapers and such. Imagine another event occurs. You've had a premature baby. You're at Chandler Regional. This baby's having struggles surviving. One of our beautiful homemade blankets is put over the top of the crib so this baby can have simulation of a mother's womb. That baby grows, thrives, and is discharged in this beautiful blanket. Imagine also if you're a child at home and you're being hauled out in the middle of the night, unplanned, you can bring nothing. You arrive at a safe house or at another center, but when you get there, there's a beautiful handmade quilt for you and there's a beautiful bag on your bed. If you're little, there's a teddy bear, there's coloring books and crayons, there's a change of clothes, you have a washcloth and toothbrush. This is so soothing when you've been through a traumatic event and your mother can work on the intake next to you while you color. If you're older, there's a water bottle and journals, again, scaled for the children up to 18 years of age. Lastly, this category is about life. And in our application, we talked about that. We support first wave pregnancy and other clinics. Imagine you come in, you're shocked about a pregnancy, and you do an intake with one of the advisors there, and you're handed a hat made by one of our members of our charity, and it says, "This is for your baby." Okay, this has gone from a pregnancy discussion to a baby is arriving. Can you see the shift in the conversation? So that's what we do. We also have a reading program as well. How do we go about this? We pack 5 times a month. We are 120 members strong. We're packing all these backpacks, all these bags. We're working with all these institutions, and they're picking them up or we're dropping them off. And this cycle is uninterrupted from September through May. We ensure that we're doing 5,500 children a year of this population in the most need, and we're working with organizations who need the most funding because they have none. So with that, I'm asking for $25,000. $25,000 will cover about 1/3 of our annual cost towards the projects. We pay no salaries. We have very low fixed costs. We do pay rent. So please, please look in your hearts and support our organization and come see us after the pitch. We can tell you more about the items in our bags. Thank you very much.
Thank you for taking the time to watch this presentation. You've just seen how organizations like this one are answering real needs and bringing care and hope to our community. If what you've seen resonated with you, there's a meaningful way to help continue that impact. We invite you to become a Giving Circle member, to vote, and join a community committed to the shared work, together helping decide which organizations receive financial support. To learn more or become a member, please visit ccfphx.org/giving circle. Thank you for being a part of the shared work and for helping make a lasting difference.